Welcome to the Deepak Saini Show.
He said he gon' huff and puff and blow my mind up. You meet the island girl, she might dirty wind up.
Welcome to the Deepak Saini Show. I'd like to thank J23 for the intro music. You can find a link to her music in the show description. Today is another one of our solo-sodes that we're starting here in season 3. So I want to talk to about something that I have been talking about for a while. I've been using products for 3 years maybe now. So I'm just going to show you my tongue here. My tongue is blue. Why is my tongue blue? I'm a huge proponent of using methylene blue. Now, if you do a quick Google search on methylene blue, you might come up with anything from a medical dye used for diagnostic testing to fish tank cleaner. Now, it's all those things. Plus then some, which I'll get to. Just a slight chemical bond changes the application use for methylene blue. But yeah, certainly it's been used as a clothing dye as well. Why do I use it? Why am I a big proponent of it? So methylene blue has been shown. So I'm not talking some bunch of BS stuff you're finding in like back alleys or people selling out of the back of their car. I'm talking about pharmaceutical grade, medical grade methylene blue here. And I'll talk about my favorite brand in just a second here. But why I'm a huge proponent of methylene blue. Methylene blue is a mitochondrial enhancer. So for those of you who don't know, most of you who've been following me probably know, because I've talked about mitochondria before, but if you don't, really high level, mitochondria is in all of our cells. There's certain parts of our body where we have more concentration of mitochondria, our heart, eyes, brain, ovaries, testes, a few other places. It's in all of our cells, and they're the power plants. It's our mitochondria that actually create our ATP, which we can, when we're thinking of our energy, it's like, oh, we get, our energy from our food. Yes, it's the food is a food, drink, supplements, whatever is an input into our body system that our mitochondria then create ATP, but it's the ATP that is our actual energy. So it's a mitochondrial booster, meaning, or enhancer, meaning it makes our mitochondria work better, stay healthier. And a great way to enhance that even further is to have red light while we have methylene blue in our system. So again, getting outside, getting the whole spectrum of the sun, or like I've talked about many times before, I have a full spectrum infrared sauna. So I will, take a drop of methylene blue, if I'm going outside in the summertime. Again, I live in Canada. It's cold a lot of times, a lot of the year, but I just use it not every day, but when I go in my infrared sauna as well, just to get those same lights to enhance the effects of the methylene blue for sure. So definitely for that sense. Now there's a ton of research in just the last year, 18 months or so, about using methylene blue for a whole bunch of conditions. Now, I'm going to talk very high level here. I'm not talking about anything being a treatment or a cure or anything like that, but there is some new scientific evidence, some studies showing that methylene blue can, one, stronger mitochondria helps, makes your whole body stronger, makes your immune system stronger. So keeping you more robust immune system. So battling colds, viruses, the big C virus we're all familiar with from a few years ago, and also for long COVID. There's some interesting new research, just from the last 6 months, a year, about, treating long COVID with methylene blue protocol, or even preventing COVID, or even if you come down with something, whether you test it or not, let's just call it a flu or whatever, taking methylene blue to get over it quicker. So instead of lasting, days or weeks, to maybe just being a day or two. There's certainly tons of anecdotal, but also some scientific studies coming out as well. So I've even before all this stuff came out, I've been a huge proponent about methylene blue, again, just for the mitochondrial effects, healthier mitochondria, healthier aging. Absolutely. So again, I've been talking about this brand for a while. They were a sponsor in the summit that I ran in 2023. They're now a podcast sponsor as well. The company is called CZTL. And again, we have pharmaceutical grade methylene blue here. And I have a discount for all of you. So again, it's very inexpensive. This is like 1 gram. And this will last you, like, again, depends how much you're going to use it, of course. I don't use it every day. I kind of cycle with it. I use it when I have the opportunity to. If I'm not going to be in the sun, if I'm not going to be in the sauna, I still may choose to use it, but I might not do it as often. And again, I don't think you need to necessarily use it every day. Again, I think with many things we want to cycle, including our supplements or even how we exercise and whatnot. I think it's good to cycle things and give our body a rest and a time to adapt to it. So when we do use it, we get a better benefit from it. But I have a discount code for you. So, and again, it'll be in the show notes there. So you only need 1 gram. It's very inexpensive. Get an extra 10% off using my discount code. And yeah, definitely give it a try. If this is something you're about performance, mitochondrial performance, healthy aging, anti-aging, cognitive performance, brain health, etc. Now, here's one caveat, and this is very important. If you are an SSRI, it contraindicates. So you cannot use methylene blue if you're on SSRI. Okay, be perfectly clear. Again, this is nothing ever I say is to be construed as medical advice or anything like that. But if you're on SSRI, you cannot use methylene blue. Okay, I want to be perfectly clear about that. But yeah, I'm a huge proponent. I don't use it every day, but exciting things, even more and more research coming for treating or helping with certain conditions or viruses. And again, even just from the mental acuity point of view, when you have your mitochondria are producing more energy, you're going to feel better. So here's one way I use it. I don't do this all the time, but say I really want to be focused, maybe on content creation, writing, etc. What I might do, there's a lot of things that go into a lot of different ways we can enhance our environment to be productive and creative. So I'll have, a bulletproof coffee. I'll take methylene blue. I'll get binaural beats in my ears. Obviously, try and have the right lighting and quiet environment, et cetera. And really, I can get really focused for 2-3 hours of just content creation or writing or whatever the case may be. So that's kind of how I first started it, using methylene blue for that. And now I also, again, not every day, but trying to incorporate it in when it makes sense for me. Hey, I'm going to be outside. I'm doing some outside activities. I'm going paddleboarding, which is, a huge thing I love to do in the summertime. Or, I'm going to be going in the sauna. And again, another thing I say is you want to take it earlier in the day, because again, it is going to give you a bit of energy, a bit of a boost. Your mitochondria are producing more ATP. They're producing more energy. So this is not something I'm doing late in the evening when you want to get a regular sleep cycle. You want to affect your circadian rhythm. So definitely something to do earlier in the day. So again, I'm recording this here kind of in the morning to go work out right after I hit the stop button and then go jump in my sauna. So that's why I dropped one or two drops on my tongue before I record this. So huge proponent of methylene blue. CZTL is a new sponsor of the podcast. And again, you can get 10% discount. The code is in the show description. So certainly if you're not on an SSRI and you're all about optimization and want to try something new, very low cost and effective way to try and boost your mitochondria. And yeah, just from an energy point of view, mental cognition, that's all great. Not to mention some of this new research on battling viruses, C virus, and long C. You know what I'm talking about. So anyway, I'll leave that for today for you. And I'd love to hear some comments and what do you want to see upcoming on some of these solo-sodes. Again, we're going to have still a ton of guests this year in season 3, but we'll be doing more solo-sodes as well. So what would you like to know? What would you like me to talk about? Let me know, drop a comment on, and also don't forget to subscribe to the podcast as well on your favorite platform. So again, I'm going to throw it back to J23, who's going to guide us out with some music. Don't forget to check out today's sponsor, our new sponsor. And again, thank you for listening to the Deepak Saini Show. Remember, exceptional results for the exceptional you. Till next time. Hi, I want to introduce our new show sponsor. It is CZTL Methylene Blue Cure, or MB Cure. So it's methylene blue powder. And I just did an episode on season 3, episode 3 of the podcast, all about methylene blue and why I love it. It's super great for mitochondrial health, and your mitochondria are what produces your power. They produce ATP, and mitochondria are found in all your cells. So you want more energy, you want to boost your immune system, you want to battle viruses, et cetera, et cetera. Methylene blue is a way to do it. Now, careful, you can't, if you're on an SSRI, you cannot use methylene blue. They contraindicate with each other, but assuming you're not on SSRI, methylene blue is great for you. So the link is in the show description of the podcast with a code there, which will automatically save you some money. So methylene blue by CZTL, our new show sponsor, and I know you're going to enjoy it.
Podcast produced by the Minted Green Company